line. We're running some sets, and I'm going to show you how to put in a pocket set for coon and mink. The main difference between a pocket set with a coon compared to a mink is the depth of your water. You want to keep it fairly shallow for a mink. You can go a little deeper for a raccoon, but as we see, we've got this little corridor here where got some coon tracks coming right down through here, and this would be an excellent spot for a pocket set. We're gonna get this in here, clear this out a little bit so I got room to work. That's how we do this. I want to get to a place where fairly shallow, but not too shallow, and you want to be able to get in there and work. If you can't work, it doesn't really help you much. You want to stay. This would be a good place to bed some trap. So you want to take a little bit of that mud out there, and what you want to do is just dig a big old hole. Got the stick up in here. Trying to get around that first. See what it goes. Gold clay. Yeah, that is not going to work. Got that damn stick in the way. So we'll just come down here between the two sticks. I want to dig this back about, anywhere between, I'd say minimum depth would be like 8 inches. I'm going to go back in so they can't just reach in and grab your bait. I'm going to get it low enough that the water actually runs into it a little bit, but you want the back end of it high enough that they can't just get wet, because once your bait gets wet it goes rancid, whatnot, and that's not good. So you want to make the back end a little higher so there's like a little shelf up in there. Get that out of my way. Slick it up, make it a little wet, make it look like something's using it. It's all about eye appeal. You want them to smell it, you want them to see it, and when they get there you want something that's going to attract them to it other than just the odors. It keeps them more interested. Alright, now we got the pocket set right there. Now here is the difference between a mink and a coon. A mink, you want that trap right up in the edge of that. Where a coon, you can set it back a little farther and you're still fine. I'm going to kind of put this one a little bit in between. And we always utilize stuff we find along the creek. Save some work and time. Found this big old stick, which I'm just gonna put right here. And that's what I'm gonna wire my trap to. Again, we're using the Duke number 1.5s. It's a good trap. I got no complaints. They're good, they're strong, they're fast, and got them double swiveled with the crunch proof. And what I usually do, just so they can't pull it off, just give my tag a little wrap around. And I'm gonna wire this up to that log. Again, no matter how many times I empty my damn basket every day, I always wind up having what I need on the damn bottom. But again, all we got to do here.
Is that the part where they call work, when you have to empty it to do that set, and then you got to fill it back up just to empty it again?
Yeah, it is. It becomes a pain in the ass when you operate stupidly like I do. But can't be too stupid, or maybe just the animals are dumber than I am.
But low buck is actually the money-making way.
Just gonna wrap this up around here. And again, you don't want it loose, you want it so it can actually spin, but you don't want it that they can pull it off the end of the stick. But just wire that in there, wrap it off, get rid of that end. And here, set our traps. Obviously, from the previous videos, I was using traps that were already used. This one hasn't been used this season yet. Actually, technically, it hasn't been used at all because these were brand new. Set the pan. Wire it around. This isn't rocket science, gang. This is coon trapping, mink trapping. It's not the hardest thing in the world, really. You just want to make sure you got some good mud. Got plenty of that around this place. So you can set a trap. You simply want to take it and you can tell they're waxed. Look at the water just roll right off them. I only do that because it makes them a little faster, preserves them a little bit. Get it bedded down in there in the mud. And because this is a water set, I'm gonna opt for some shellfish bait. Again, we're using Maricidas shellfish. Really stinky stuff. The coon love it though. And you just take a stick along the waterway. Take a good old glob up off there. And like I said, you want to leave a lip in the back so you can put your bait up on it where it's not gonna come off. Sometimes I just take the stick that I use for baiting and just jam it in there just because it's extra. Little extra insurance of odor. Just got to take some of this sand and run it off across my chain. And you definitely want your trap bedded solid in the bottom of the creek because a raccoon will come along if he feels something shift. Thinks there might be an easy meal under a rock with crayfish and he'll just flip your trap and, well, obviously you're not catching them that way. But again, I just take some water and I rub my hand up over it and slick it out, make it look like something's using it. And then the final trick, I use a lot of this stuff, but just regular old fish oil. And I'm just gonna absolutely just saturate the bank with this. And that's it. That's a pocket set. That quick, that simple, and that'll catch any coon that runs past here. Let's move it out.